What's up, fam? I hope you are enjoying everything that's been going on. More pDAI updates today. So the joy number has been going down. I forgot what the joy number does. There's all these things, complicated moving parts for MakerDAO. I know you guys all understand it. I've heard it been explained to me 15,000 times. My brain is just, it's wired for different stuff. And that's pretty much it. It's not like learning a car, friends. Mechanic is like, hey, bro, do you want to fix the engine, or do you spend 19 hours telling me how the engine works? It's the same thing. This joy number, we need it to go down. It used to be like 980 million pDAI. Now it's down to 239 million. Once it hits 0 million, I think something happened. I think the auction actually starts, the floppy willy out auction. We have Mr. 99 Capital. The joy was 1.2 billion actually pDAI a week ago. Nearly 1 billion has been burned from the supply by flogging the bad debts. It is hard for most to see that the supply in the VAT, I think the vaults, and this is why it isn't obvious. Soon the pDAI left to be burned will need to be taken from the liquidity pools. Excuse me? What does that mean? Well, just a nutshell. But look, man, I don't know what happens, bro. It can go to 0. I'm just telling you, infinite minting is not happening. I don't think so. I don't think infinite minting is happening. Also, what about infinite deminting? What about the deflation? Maybe the price has been up by the time we check it. But this is the thing, friends. Look what he said. For the next phase, pDAI has to be burned. The only way to get the pDAI, you can't grab it from the vaults anymore. There's only one place left, the liquidity pool. Richard Hart, pooled the liquidity with the OA. There's still liquidity there, but it's thinner. So liquidity works both ways, man. It works up and down. So everyone's just thinking about the downside. Yeah, but what if people have to get back in? What if you sold? See, it depends, right? So people sell for different reasons, okay? But they sell because the price is going up. If you sold because Richard doesn't like it, okay, you're never getting back in. Maybe by design. If people sold because there's an infinite minting inflation bug, well, the people who figure that out early, back on the way up, they get back in. But not everyone can get their position back in because the liquidity is thinner now. Basically, it's musical chairs, right? But there was 15 chairs now. There's 30 people. Someone just took away 5 chairs. So you're like, oh, everyone thinks, don't worry, I'm going to get a chair, right? It's the same thing, same concept. And, you know, people ask me all the time, Sommi, what if it doesn't happen? Okay, then it doesn't happen. I don't know. I'm just a believer, but I don't know how exactly it's all going to play out. I don't know. Now, looking a bit more at crypto and macro, friends. So we have the stock market here. This was a 6-hour chart. Remember, this was obviously, we made history again, friends. Jim Cramer got bullish here. It went down, and then as it came back up, he got bearish right here. He literally did that. He got bullish, came back down, he got bearish, and then it just started shooting up. So maybe Jim Cramer can throw us a Hail Mary with another call to get this stock market back up. A lot of people calling for the end of the cycle of the stock market. Do you remember, friends? Remember, everyone was talking about this level. Everyone said, oh no, stock market's making lower lows. It closed it, and then, well, here we are. Of course, it does all these retraces and stuff out here. But just be careful about trying to be some amazing TA thing on the S&P 500 of all things, bro. Like, it's literally, you'll find that very, very tough. I'm also wondering, man, how long before they figure it out? How long before they figure it out? We have Dr. Exologist. Shout out to Mr. Dr. Exologist. Guys, I'm starting to get the impression that Richard Hart isn't behind pDAI. Obviously, he's making a joke because Richard did 21 tweets in a row, literally 20 to 21, all about pDAI. I hate it. It's stupid. Infinite minting. It's dumb. Get away from pDAI. Stop. Nothing to do with it. I'm totally nothing. I don't like it. Okay, you don't like it. And then I've just replied with like the total supply number has been going down. Well, an interesting turn of events. Very interesting, friends. Also, shout out to my friend, Mr. Grand Inquisitor, sir. Some of these hex influencers have been secretly stacking while deceiving their followers. So, look, what I've noticed is, friends, because look, I've never had skin in the game, like in terms of like emotional caring about how people say stuff, because I wasn't there from day one, okay? But I've always heard from the pDAI community, and this turns out to be true. I didn't believe them at the start. I didn't believe. I just didn't know, okay? I didn't pay any attention. They always said, and friends, Mr. B Roots was always yelling about this on his channel. They were saying, all these haters have a just-in-case bag, just in case it goes up. They've been saying this for years. And then When it went up, Johnny Chaos, who deleted his account, he's back now. He made a coin, deleted his account, unfollowed me. Now he's back. So even Johnny said he had pDAI. All these people, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like, well, like, I don't understand what the big deal is. That's when I started to go deep. Like, bro, why does everyone have a problem with this freaking coin? And that's when I made all my videos. I'm like, oh, I know, the blasphemy. That's why. It ain't just any coin, bro. It's Hex Maxis hearing someone say, are you alleging that our cult leader might like a coin and hasn't told us about it? That's blasphemy. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Which is very funny from like just storytelling perspective and stuff out here. So that's what I wanted to know. Like, are you hating because you've looked at it? No. You're hating because of something else, right? That's irrational. By the way, have you heard of Pulse Chain? Have you heard of Hex, friends? People hate Hex just because of Richard Hart's name. People hate Pulse Chain just because of Richard Hart's name. So everyone does that. Just sometimes you can get an opportunity to step back and evaluate it from another perspective. And people, bro, just look. I don't want to use the N word, but you noobs. A lot of people are just noobs. You're just totally noobs. I'm here 18 hours a day, man. Yeah, I was a noob at the start. You keep making the same mistakes. You keep going, the narrative is all about the narrative. I believe the narrative. I don't believe, bro. The narrative is just people talking shit. It means nothing. You look at it yourself, man. You look at the price chart. You look at it yourself. You look at the fundamentals. You look at the network effect. You try to see if there's information asymmetry where you believe that it's not over, actually buying low, and other people believe it is over. Okay? Just like when Bitcoin crashed down to 76K, everyone thought the bull market was over. You get it? You're always doing that, buying low. You're always buying low, selling high. I'm here to play the whole cycle. So that's what it comes down to. Right? So if you're talking to people and they don't like something, I always find it, hey, why don't you like it? Why don't you like it? Talk to them. Actually, friends, talk to them. I talk to them. I listen. Okay, hey, well, so why don't you like it? Oh, because Richard doesn't like it? Okay, you move on. Hey, why don't you like it? Oh, infinite minting bug? Okay, you're not even looking at that stuff. There is an infinite minting bug. And by the way, this is the first coin in history with an infinite minting bug where things not zero. Okay, next, move on. Why don't you like it? Oh, because I guess there's red candles. That's what it is, bro. It's the same thing every time. I've seen it every time. It's literally, you don't like it because the price is low. That's actually why you don't really like it. The red monthly candle. Okay, so I've seen this time and time and time again. Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything. Mr. Grand Inquisitor even says, your favorite hexagon influencers are deceiving you. These pieces of poop represent the community, the blockchain. They warned everyone about pDAI shouting from the rooftops. Thousands listened to them. These people do not know what their so-called representatives having cute badges actually bought. They don't know that they bought pDAI themselves, just in case bags. I have already seen a lot of hypocrisy. They love the gains. Never forget this. Fate loves irony, but it hates hypocrisy. Right now, you're being left in the dust. It's a win-win for them. If pDAI dies, they will celebrate and say, I told you so. I'm so smart. But if pDAI wins, they come out and say, wow, this was a brilliant master plan by Richard. Good thing I bought a bag. Very interesting. I've been hearing that since day one. So many times. So many times I watch like an Exy. I'm like, oh, that guy had pDAI. They'll admit it. It's funny when they'll admit it. They'll admit it in like a stream, in a chat thing. Oh, yeah, I had a bit just in case. And like, yeah. Well, I'd always make a note of it because the pDAI community would grab it and then they'd go share it to everyone with themselves, amongst themselves. Like, oh, they bought. That is kind of like, they bought the just in case bag, which, bro, that's Hex first cycle. People knew Richard pre-Hex days. They're like, you know, it looks like a scam, but it's Richard Hart, man. I know he's a smart dude. He's a Bitcoin OG. I've got to get something. And they did do that. That's why I'm just seeing it. Now, pDAI people, they don't know this because they're new. And I know it because I'm not new. I'm like, bro, this happened before with the Hex Maxis. pDAI community, when they learn about it, they're like, no, did this really all happen, Sommi? I'm like, yes. And they're like so shocked. Like, how come the hexagons aren't in with this? And that's why I'm like, oh, good question, bro. Let me go find out. Why didn't they like completely reject this? I'm like, oh, the blasphemy. The blasphemy. You know, because they came in for Warlord Richard. Warlord Richard, instructive. This is the thing. I found that this. Listen to me. Follow this instruction. Delay gratification. Do this, do this, do this. Don't do anything else. You're part of the cult now. That's Warlord Richard. This new paradigm's different. it's shaky, right? It's difficult. There's multiple coins now. By the way, friends, if you don't believe me, bro, he literally made a JPEG casino. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't understand what's going on? Like, when he made pump tires, I'm like, oh, I'm even more bullish on pDAI now. It's just like further evidence for everyone that we live in a different world now. It's not one coin world. Okay, but hey, take your bets, man. I've never told you to buy anything. Breaking news. Pulse Chain, TrumpOfficial bought more pDAI and then transferred $89,000 of Trump token to Donald Trump's World Liberty Finance. Did you know that? So, look at this, friends. TrumpOfficial, he transferred $89,000 there and he bought more pDAI. He actually sold ink for it. If you move on here as well, look at this. This is the World Liberty Finance wallet. Very interesting. This TrumpOfficial. It's kind of funny. So I found an interesting. By the way, that wallet was buying when Richard was tweeting, and of course he's only tweeting FUD, which is interesting. That wallet as well, friends. Just to let you know, World Liberty Finance has a deal where you can make a deal with them. You're like, hey, if I'll buy 5 million of your coin, if you buy 5 million of mine. That's what the deal is. That's why I guess Justin Sun, he like bought 40 million of Trump, World Liberty, and then they've like bought 40 million of like Tron. That's pretty much it. Hey, okay. So Justin's obviously taken up on the offer, and other people have as well. Also interesting, this wallet, when the OA wallet sold pDAI, this one bought it, and when the OA wallet bought most, this one sold it. The exact transfers, you know? So the OA, publicly getting rid of the pDAI, buying most. This guy did the exact opposite. Literally sold the most. And, you know, very fascinating. I wonder what that means. Maybe nothing. Also, asked Richard, hey, Richard, Ricardo, please get your devs to check the pDAI total supply. Something's going on with Widget. Oh, wow, look at this, friends. Look, it used to be 25.8 billion. It's going down to 25.595. Interesting. Just, Widget, I think the devs need to check something. We have to recalibrate the infinite minting inflation bug. I think we have to do something here. You know, friends, I've been fighting every day. It's hard for me to read Twitter. The violence, bro. You guys, you want to chop my limbs off? One guy says he wants to stab me to death in my sleep. You guys are getting really violent. Really violent. Telegram, anonymous DMs. Remember Roy, Filipino guy, speaking to me in Philo. And I said, bro, I don't understand what you're saying. Put it in AI translator. I know you're trying to abuse me. I don't understand what you're saying, Roy. Other people out here, they're making anon accounts and they just delete the comments. But I'd see stuff, yeah, really violent. Really violent. Like they wanna like Gaddafi me pretty much. People want me slashed for this. Yeah, so this is cool. It's just a signal, friends. I know markets. You don't get, in my opinion, you don't get generational buying opportunities without generational violence. That's it. You don't get that. It's like, okay, what does generational buy opportunity means? It means in a room, 99% of people are on one side, sell, and 1% on the other side. Okay? So the odds of 99% of people being wrong, like it's a rare moment. That's why you need some information asymmetry. What's the information asymmetry? I don't know, I've just seen too much stuff. That's mine. I've been here too long, 18 hours a day. I'm still holding. Maria, Blood Moon, a Vietnamese kid with the dong. Friends, I've already shown you the minter, the Vietnamese kid, minted pDAI 2 days before Pulse Chain went live. On May 11th, we have the transaction. I've shown it to you. A previous video. 2 days before Pulse Chain went live, he minted pDAI the same way they did now. So the method of making the supply go up, they already did that 2 days before Pulse Chain launched. So they're aware of it. Who's they? I don't know. Could be nothing though. Let's see what happens, right? Like, subscribe, bell button, I'll catch you soon.